Hey, what's up guys? This is Kevin Drake, online personal trainer, and today's video is going to be about my new findings on gaining muscle. So before I believed that it was all about eating as much as you can, because that's what I was taught from a lot of bodybuilders. And personally, that's not what I believe. I believe you have to eat equal to or a little bit over, but I don't believe that you have to overeat. Because what ends up happening and what I realized with my own body is you end up getting fat. Okay, you end up getting fat from the midsection. Most men gain fat mainly in the midsection more than anywhere else. Okay. Another thing I noticed is my arms. I wasn't getting as much definition on my arms. Okay, so that was another big thing is I wasn't getting enough definition in my arms. It just looked like a blob, and it was a thin layer of fat. It was a thin layer of fat on my muscle that was preventing me to see the definition in my body. So what I'm realizing now, and I've heard so much about it, and I'm going to talk about this, okay, is intermittent fasting. I've been experimenting with it now for 3 weeks, I believe, and my definition is coming out so much more. My testosterone is increasing, my HGH, human growth hormone, is increasing, and that's what ends up happening, is you give your body enough time to repair itself. When you're eating, your cells are always reproducing. When you're fasting, your body starts to focus on repairing itself. And when your body is able to repair itself, then you're able to um, build muscle quicker and recover faster. Okay. Um, the most important thing to building muscle is causing stress in the area that you're working out. Okay, so for example, chest or shoulders or arms or core or wherever, if you want to build muscle, you have to cause stress to that area. A positive stress, not an injury stress, a positive stress. So what I mean by that is you're starting to pump iron, you're starting to push the barbell or push the dumbbell or whatever it is. You're starting to lift weight. Okay, that's an important thing when you're wanting to build muscle, is you do have to lift weight and decrease the cardio. If you're running all the time and you lift weights 2 times per week, and you're trying to build muscle, even if you lift 3 times per week and you're running 4 times per week, every time you run, your body produces a certain type of hormone. Every time you lift, your body produces a certain type of hormone. There are two different hormones, and you want the hormone testosterone, which is what happens when you lift weights. So continue to lift weights, okay? And if you start lifting really lightweight, then it starts to become endurance type of training. Another thing is this, and I've said this before and people didn't believe me, but this is truth, okay? And I know this, okay? There's arguments against it, I understand. But the bigger your muscles are, the stronger you are, okay? Of course, you got those freakishly strong, skinny guys, okay? An example is like those skinny jiu-jitsu guys who fight those bodybuilders. Okay, that is true. That is true, but they're using technique, they're using skill over strength and size, okay? The bigger your muscle is, the stronger you are. The stronger you are, the bigger your muscle is. So the more pull-ups you can do, the more weighted pull-ups you can do, the more dips you can do, and the more weighted dips you can do, and the heavier weight you're lifting, it's going to correlate into the size that your muscle is. Why? Because you're getting stronger. You got to do those key lifts, which are dips, weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, okay? You do dips or pull-ups if you can't do it weighted, and an assisted pull-up and assisted dips if you can't yet lift your own body weight. And then you have incline bench press, and then you have your major lower body lifts, which are deadlifts, great for your lower back and your lower body, and squats, which is also good for your core and your lower body. So focus on those lifts, okay? Those are key lifts. You know what your weight is, and slowly increase, okay? I increased at one point where it was like 10-pound increases, and it drew me back big time, okay? Because my joints got so tired and hurt, and it was a big reason of it was because I was jumping up in weight too fast, okay? But Jump up in small weights over a period of time, and you will get stronger and stronger, okay? Push-ups are great, but the thing is you have to do a bunch of them because your body will get used to doing 20 push-ups per set. And then your next thing you're doing 25, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 60, then 70, then 80, then 90, and then 100 push-ups per set. So you have to do a bunch of them to gain muscle with push-ups, okay? But and the same thing with cycling. You see a lot of cyclists, their leg muscles are big because they're what? They're pushing using their quads and their hamstring. They're pushing weight. They're pushing their own body weight and the weight of the bicycle, and that is what's helping their muscles get stronger. Look at swimmers. Swimmers have really strong backs. Why? Because of the swimming that they're doing. Okay, the swimming, they're pushing the water. They're using their lower back when they're swimming. Okay, I mean their upper back. Forgive me for that. They're using every part of their body, but their back is a big part of what they're working on when they're swimming. Okay, so this is my findings. Okay, when I started doing intermittent fasting, and what I researched is the human growth hormone increases and the testosterone increases, and you're able to recover quicker. How are you able to recover quicker? Because when you fast, I'm saying this again, when you fast, your cells stop reproducing, and your body focuses on repairing itself. It's the most important thing. I heard people telling me to eat a container of oatmeal per day, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with eating a bunch of oatmeal or a bunch of certain foods. There's nothing wrong with anything about food, eating certain kinds of food, but all I'm saying is this is what works best for me, and I believe that this will work best for people who want to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. Because if you want to lose weight and look really have your muscles really tight and thin. I mean, you're not tight and thin, but have your body really tight and toned, and also be building muscle at the same time. Intermittent fasting is the best, in my opinion. And this is another thing that I realized is there's a lot of bulking and cutting when it comes to bodybuilding. Okay, so when it comes down to bodybuilding, people focus on bulk, and then cut, bulk, and then cut. And in my opinion, that's not the healthiest thing you can do for your body, and it stresses out your system. Why not just do something healthy, right? So you're eating for 8 hours per day and you're fasting for 16 hours per day. You could drink coffee, you could drink tea, but you gotta leave out the dairy, you gotta leave out the creamer and all that and sugar. Just regular water and black coffee for the morning at least until you get onto your regular eating schedule. It's not that hard. You're not like starving yourself. You're really not. It's not as difficult as what it sounds like because the word fasting is in there, and you get the benefits of fasting because you're doing it on a daily basis. But you don't have to, fast for 2 to 3 days at a time to get the results. You get it over a period of time because you're fasting daily and you're flushing out all the stuff out of your system. And what's the number one way to lose weight is start to detoxify and clean your system. Once your system is clean, your body is able to lose the weight more efficiently and more faster. Okay, so this is extremely important to realize these type of things, especially when you're getting older and you're in your 40s and 50s, even 60s. Is your testosterone is not as high as what it used to be. So you got to put all the odds in your favor. If you look at all the top nutritionists, they all believe in fasting. Okay, intermittent fasting is a great way to fast and get in the best shape of your life. Okay, I talk so much about intermittent fasting because I saw results within the first couple of days. The same way that I saw results when I increased my diet to be a diet high in fruits and vegetables. This is before I became 100% vegan. I wanted to experiment with having a diet of 50% fruit and veggies. And I immediately, within the first day, saw results. Now I'm seeing results on the intermittent fasting. And it seems like one of those fads Maybe it does pass away and it's not as popular, but I don't care. This has been working for me personally, okay? And you want to stay on a strict eating pattern, like you start eating at 10 a.m. and you stop at 6 p.m., or you start eating at 12 and you stop eating at 8. Whatever works best for you, okay? I sometimes go back and forth when I'm busy, like things in my life are changing, like right now I'm house sitting, but um, when I'm on a regular schedule, I stick to the same thing, 12 to 8, because I like eating that last meal in the nighttime. Okay, so I really hope that this video helps. I'm going to be making a video in the future about a video about I'm sorry, I'm losing it. A video about eating for weight loss and Natural Grocers. It's a grocery store, health food store, where they don't sell food that's bad for you. They sell a lot of healthy foods there. They don't allow certain preservatives and certain nutrients in their store. So it's a really good store. It's kind of like a Sprouts. It's kind of like a Mother's, and or Whole Foods. Everybody knows Whole Foods. It's one of those type of stores. So stay tuned for this Sunday. I'm gonna be posting that video live. Hopefully, I could post that live, and I have a big deal come about it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. As you guys can see, I could talk about this type of stuff forever, forever. I love nutrition. I love health. I love fitness, and it's all a part of life, really. So I'm gonna end the video right there. Have a great day, guys, and God bless.